Hello, Nigerians. Hello, Nigerians, and other citizens that may be abroad, wherever you're watching me. This is Dr. Haruna Goro. I'm sorry I was live, but I don't know what happened. The internet was tripping and stripping, and I had to log off to come back on again. So let me know where you're watching. Please share, and let's get as many people as we can to join. Also, please, wherever you're watching, please, wherever, let me know, watch, wherever you're watching, please let me know, write your name. You're watching from Nigeria, watching from China, wherever you are. You're watching from America, from Europe, from Australia, North America, South America, wherever you're watching in Africa. Let's know, please. A lot of people, I was live on Facebook, and I'm telling you, the way people run in, just logged on, it's as if they were waiting for me. Want to hear what does Dr. Haruna have to say? Let me know where you're watching from. Okay, I see Lord Kingsley watching from Canada. Thank you for joining. Afolabi Elizabeth from Lagos. Thank you for joining. And I see Reaction Hub, United States. I see Beatrice Odum from Nigeria. I see In God I Trust from Germany. Wow, you're so many. Please share. Let's get this thing to over 1,000. We need to talk. Let them know. You know, I've been saying, we told people that, listen, these people are up to something. The body language was very obvious. Emi Lokon, Agbado Master, he knows nothing but how to rob, how to steal, connive, and he will use that money that he has stolen from the people of Lagos, where he became a shareholder. Actually, Lagos was like his own. The Jagaban of Lagos, somebody that we don't know where he comes from, where he was born, who his parents are. Everything about Tinubu is a lie. It's a lie. And that is the one Nigerians have forced on us. That's the one that used money, stolen money, to force himself. And then that's why they told us, go to court. And our principal, I'm not Labour Party. And I wasn't even, this whole obedient thing, it was a friend of mine, Reverend Yinka Yusuf, that got me into it when he said he saw Peter Obi sometimes last year in 2022 at the airport pulling his own suitcase, and Yinka had an entourage, a protocol team that were dragging his own things, and he saw Peter Obi pulling his own suitcase, and he got so surprised. He said, this is a former governor. He should be scared. He should have bodyguards around him, but he's just on his own, carrying his own briefcase or suitcase. And so Yinka collected his own suitcase or his own hand luggage from the team that escorted him to the airport and told them to go. Nobody's after his life. And you could see the simple life of Peter Obi. And so I got kind of attracted, and I wanted to know more about this Peter Obi. And that's how I really started to do broadcasts from last year, July. It's over a year now I've been doing broadcasts. You can check on YouTube, Haruna Goro, or on Facebook, you will see all the broadcasts I've done. Go back, revisit them. I spoke as a northerner because we've been disenfranchised, we've been lied to, and we've been told that, we should not allow Yamiri, we shouldn't allow the Igbos to take over. If we allow an Igbo, that's how they will take over Nigeria, and then we will not be allowed to have the oil and all the treasures that Nigeria has, and that we must avoid the Igbos. That's why the civil war was fought, to make sure that we don't give Igbos a chance. But some people like us that are enlightened, we're educated, we started to think, we're asking ourselves, they kept using this fake, false narrative of religion, tribalism, sectionalism on us. But we noticed we were not enjoying, we were just suffering. They actually weaponized poverty, weaponized illiteracy by insisting our people should only go to Quranic schools. And that's why even during Jonathan's time, he tried to educate the people, but you know what happened with that. And so, again, please, this is your friend, Dr. Haruna Goro. I want to really say, there are so many people that are joining now, and I'm able to call your names, call you by name. But whether you're watching from Nigeria, from Europe, America, please, I want to say thank you. Go ahead and share it with as many. Let's talk. Let's talk. Please write some comment. I will read them later. I'll take time to read. And some people are actually reading what you're writing. Let's know what you have to say about what happened today. What would you describe democracy? What would you describe the Nigerian judiciary system? Remember, a glitch, as they will call it. A glitch. I had a little glitch, and I couldn't upload myself to the iRef, and that's why, because a call was coming from my wife, and I had to just respond. But again, please, sorry about that. Let's continue. Please go ahead and share this with as many people as you can. Let them know we are live. We are live. I want to know what you have to say about what happened today. People like us, we already knew that after the 25th of February, that something has gone wrong. Tinubu was so desperate. We knew that he was going to use money, whatever he will use, by hook or by crook, he is going to become president. And that's why after the declaration of Tinubu as president, we kept advocating. I made broadcasts. People like Dr. Moses Paul and some others, people like Charlie Boy, people like Aisha, and even our, abled Labour Party vice presidential candidate, and which is our great deputy, Baba Ahmed. And then our principal, you know him, a man of peace. He kept saying he trusts the judiciary. With what they did before, they would do it again. And so that's why the obedience, and every well-meaning Nigerian was kind of quiet and calm, just waiting for the outcome. And that's why we coined the whole thing about the slogan, all eyes are on the judiciary. And I really want to say thank you for your release. I want to say thank you for your resilience. I want to thank you for your patience, your understanding, your tenacity, your never giving up attitude. You're standing in there. And Nigeria didn't go into flames in spite of all the evil that they did. But now we went to the tribunal, and you are seeing the outcome. They're still busy, I think, but already they've been throwing out all the cases. So it looks as if the end is already there. This judgment was already written ahead of time. That's why Tinubu could go out of the nation, and some of the other top officials are out of the nation. Some people were actually envisaging that there may be war or there will be breakdown of law and order, and that's why they already sent the army already for a long time now. The army have been there. That's why some of you see the army, the police, and even the DSS all over the street, making sure that there is no uproar. You know why? The guilty are the ones that are always afraid. They already knew the judgment they were going to, the kangaroo court type of judgment. And money is what is talking. Tinubu knows nothing but bribery and bribery. He's not only bribing in Nigeria, he's even bribing Americans so that they don't release all the secrets around his drug dealing, his so-called university education. Everything about him is a lie. That is the one that's going to be your president. Possibly for another 4 years, or maybe 8 years, unless if Nigerians stand up to say, enough is enough. We will not take this nonsense, waiting for which court? And some people are saying, let's just wait and go to the Supreme Court. Oh, who is there? You've forgotten the CJN and being in Britain when he was on a wheelchair. You've forgotten Tinubu's lead counsel lawyer, the one that was defending his case, that Tinubu now made him a minister of justice, and he's now the attorney general. He has positioned these people. You've forgotten wicked, the master the betray master, the one that talks about integrity, but there's not, his own is minus 90 integrity, nothing about integrity. And he went and got those the weak governors that followed him, that called themselves G5, not knowing this not knowing that Wike had an agenda. And he said there's a secret he will reveal. But he was going and bidding who will pay him the highest. And he went to Tinubu, knowing that Tinubu is a corrupt man, and he knew that Tinubu will pay anything to make sure that Wike works for him. And he has rewarded him. So now he wants to bulldoze all your houses in Abuja. He's coming after you. The poor are already that they want to breathe. He's already squeezing the life out of them. demolishing their little places where they are selling. And it just came. They have not even done anything, maybe built markets to relocate them, but it's already disenfranchising the people. And Nigerians always hope for the better. While they are dying slowly, Nigerians always say tomorrow will be better. Even when things are biting them hard. See the removal of oil subsidy. Tinubu did it immediately when he was sworn in. See what Nigeria, the exchange rate now. Have you heard Tinubu talk about anything about insecurity? He promised they would do it, but have they? Because they don't care. Because they are secured. So some people are asking, what's the way forward? It's up to you. You decide what should be the way forward. If you're waiting for another 4 years, Peter Obi should come in 2027. You think these people will let go? You think these people will losing grip over power? If just 3 months Tinubu positioned himself, bought the judicial, the entire justice, bought anyone he could buy, and you think it's another 4 years after, then Peter Obi will come in. Forget, that's what I call daydreaming. We must stand up and take our nation back. Don't ever think that it's ballot. These people are masters at rigging, buying votes, doing whatever, and even twisting the vote. You've forgotten what Mahmoud Yakubu did? And I've been telling people, that's my opinion, maybe I'm wrong. I kept saying, looking at the body language of Mahmoud Yakubu, when he was talking about uploading this thing real time, he kept assuring Nigerians and the rest of the world that he would do it. I kind of felt like he meant it, that the man was genuine. But you know what? When money comes, Tinubu knew, use money, you will get even the most upright to come down. They will melt when they see money. And when Mahmoud Yakubu saw billions, he said, why declare this? Politics comes and politics goes. Let me have money, go and look after myself. If I have to escape from the nation, at least I've got something. And that's why, professor in, which place was that? The professor, is it in Imo State or where? Or Abia, I think it's Abia State. The lady that refused to collect money and told herself that, I'm never going to do that. But how many Nigerians are like that? We see so-called professors selling their conscience for the sake of money. Even pastors have been bought. Some of the so-called GOs, they are behind it. Behind the suffering we are suffering. Some of them were behind Buhari. Now again, they are behind Emilokon. And I understand his wife is a pastor. I don't know what kind of pastor. So Nigerians, it's up to you. Wherever you are, whether you are in Nigeria or you are abroad, think about the future of Nigeria. I don't know what you think. What is the way forward? What do you think people should do now? Because waiting for the Supreme Court is actually going to be like a walk in the park. It's actually going to be the easiest. Because by that time, Nigerians would have given up. They are tired and nobody even cares anymore. So they would just run through the thing and then, uphold Tinubu's presidency. That's why it's already abroad now, enjoying themselves, and they don't care. I mean, for somebody like Wike to come and be saying that he's God. Wicked, evil man like that, when did he know God? Using the Lord's name in vain. Some Nigerians can be so, weird in their being religious. Using God's name anyhow. Some people are so heartless, they don't fear God. They come and say, my God, will not disappoint us after we've come this far. Because they knew what they have done. And then Nigerians are suffering. So I don't know what you feel, but for me, we can't stop praying. We can't stop trusting. We have to just trust that God will help, because innocent people are dying and suffering anyway. And somebody may say, but doctor, why are you talking when they are still busy with the court case? They're still busy giving the judgment. Do you need a prophet to tell you? I knew this before time. And I already spoke and told some people that this judgment has already been written even long before the president traveled. And so they just came there and just, to make a show. The same people that refused to televise this thing. People were not allowed to broadcast this thing live. And what were they hiding? And then suddenly, because they knew what they've done, suddenly today they came and said people can now it will be televised live. And they couldn't even show the faces of the judges. What are they having to hide? Do they do that in America? Do they do that in Europe or elsewhere? And we are trying to practice American democracy, and we can't follow even a tenth of what they are doing, hiding the faces of the judges. If they knew that the judgment they were giving was an upright judgment, they should have faced the camera. But they couldn't face the camera. Huh? Cowards. Somebody says cowards. Is it a floor cake? Miss, you said coward. Yes, they're truly coward. But all these things started from the INEC chairman. And together with this Festus Okoye. Some of those people are just like satanic. They are demons in human flesh. Some Nigerians it's as if some Nigerians were created from another universe. So evil, so wicked. No heart for people. And that's why the only hope of Nigeria is for Nigerians themselves to rise up and take their nation back instead of waiting for politics. Okay. Somebody said, but I still believe politics will work. Work when? Did it work in the First Republic? Has it ever worked? Is it now you're thinking it will work? Only revolution works. Revolution, when the people rise up and say, enough is enough. Why should 5 people called tribunal judges be the one to decide the fate of 200 and something million Nigerians? That is evil. And can't you see the handwriting, Nigerians? Can't you see that these people have been bought? See the way the judgment is going. There's none of the prayers that were said, none of the things that they put as for the case of Labour Party and PDP, right from even the one of the first party, I've forgotten the name of that party, that they threw out early, threw out Peter Obi, threw out Atiku, made a joke of democracy, made a joke of the Constitution, the way they were interpreting it. You could see like kindergarten judges. But that's what money does. An educated person will suddenly sound like a fool that has never been to school. Well, somebody said RIP to democracy, and that is the 6th of the 9th month. September, a month to remember. When justice was dismembered. 6th of September to be remembered when justice was dismembered, when the Constitution of Nigeria was dismembered. And that's why I don't blame those that are advocating, for, to leave. But, then the question will be, people like myself, where do we go? I'm married to a Southerner. My wife is from Ilaro, Abeokuta actually. So where should my children go? They are half north, half south. So they have no place to go. So you can't say let's divide. What we should do is change these few people, overpower them, and take our nation back. I don't say army should come and take over. Let's have a coup. It may work. It may have worked in Niger, worked in Gabon, in Mali, and some of the other places. But don't you know that the top cadre of the army is corrupt? What have they done to Boko Haram? They're eating money there. And now the so-called the commander-in-chief left the nation and then released the army and the police and DSS and all the security agents to go out, and they're standing there and warning Nigerians and telling them anybody that breaks the law, anybody that does this, wicked people in uniform. They don't care about you. So don't wait for them. And they're saying, they're warning people that are using social media to to spread disinformation when they themselves there's no truth in them. Everything is a lie. And then they are warning people. Many people that are today in the Senate, many people that are in the House of Rep that have cases, Many of the ministers should have been behind bars. But because there's no justice in Nigeria, everything is about bribery, heartless, wicked, evil people. Only God will judge you. Posterity will not forgive some of you with what you are doing. I'm telling you, today, democracy and the Nigerian Constitution was murdered, and they are busy announcing the obituary message there. But I'm telling you, Nigeria is bigger than any politician. Nigeria is bigger than a few people in the Senate. Do you know today was the amalgamation of the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary? Today, they became one. One agenda to destroy Nigeria, to kill Nigerians, to muzzle the life, the remaining breath that is in the Nigerian lungs. Finally kill them. Wicked, evil people. But I'm telling you, Nigerians will overpower them. Don't wait for another 4 years to do this. This is the time to take your nation back. Enough is enough. Somebody may say, but you're calling for anarchy. There's already anarchy. You're saying, oh, the roof shouldn't come down. The roof has come down. You're saying, don't stir up the hearts of people's hearts have been stirred. We want to see how many Nigerians will go out on the street and celebrate the upholding of Tinubu's presidency. Let's see how many Nigerians will actually celebrate. Today is the death is like Nigeria died. I think people should be in black from today, the entire week. Use your social media platform. Let me know what you think. Let them know. Let the rest of the world know that Nigerians are not happy. If they want to kill you, they can't kill everybody. Don't be afraid. You've got only one life anyway, and you will not live forever. Enough is enough. These wicked people. There are good Nigerians. But how come it's the wicked ones that keep governing us? Evil, wicked men. Enough is enough. Nigerians, don't wait for 2027. This is the time to take your nation back from these rogues, from these connivers, these scammers, these wicked tyrants that call themselves leaders. They are not leaders. People that don't care about others. Everything is about themselves. Everything revolves around money, 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 money. Their money, they perish with their money. Anyone that thrives, anybody that is enthroned to the place of governance with the blood of people, the shedding of the blood of people, using witchcraft, the judgment of God will rest upon them and generations yet to come, unless they repent. Enough is enough. Nigerians have suffered enough. Yeah. Somebody said Asari Dokubo will organize people. I mean, that tout. We don't even think about such people. And even when they do that, the only people that come out to celebrate are paid. But the ones that have been calling out for change, they are people that are doing it. This is organic. You know, the whole thing about the obedient movement has been an organic movement. Nobody was paying money. But you know, the establishment wouldn't want such because they want to eat money. So anybody that will come and there will be no bribery and corruption, they hate it. They want to be eating money because they thrive and they make it in your suffering. The more you suffer, the more they make it. Let's remove oil subsidy. But are they suffering the effect? Do they suffer the exchange rate? Do they suffer the lack of electricity? The petrol shortage? Do they suffer the insecurity? Are they the ones that are being kidnapped? And the little money people have, they have to be paying for ransom. Tinubu came and is not talking about dealing with insecurity, but they know how to release their army. to go and stop people from protesting, because they knew the kind of result or the kind of judgment they were going to give was a biased, ungodly, evil judgment, where the lawyers, where the judges were already paid. You can even hear from the way Justice, my namesake, so-called Justice, Haruna, is it Samani or whatever, the way they were reading. And you could see that their conscience was pricking them. But money will not let them, go off that hook. But money is not everything. You will die and leave it behind. You will not take it with you to the grave. And I don't know, those people, do they really have relatives? Do they have wives? Do they have children? How do their children go to bed? I don't want to call, for people to go after people, but I'm telling you, posterity will judge such people. Where will they go? They can only run abroad. But there are Nigerians abroad. Will they leave them? Destroy Nigeria and go and enjoy abroad? The health system messed up. The roads messed up. Nothing works in Nigeria. Then suddenly they want to show that they have the interests of Nigerians. Liars, connivers, wicked, ungodly men and women that have no heart. Want to, please again, I know I'm talking a lot because today is like a Black Wednesday, 6th of September, when democracy, when the Nigerian Constitution was stripped, torn in pieces. Do we really have a constitution again? And they are there quoting sections when they know that it's all connived, it's all manipulated, tricking people, trying to use big judicial grammar, quoting cases of even many years ago. And every point that was brought, every case that they brought up, they have to have a way of going around to cut it off, throw it off, because it was predetermined. Weak people that sit in secret places to plan mischief and evil against the innocent. It will never be well with you. Never, never, never. See it in my mouth. It will never be well with you. Wicked people. All you know is how to plan evil, hatch evil, but you don't know how to do good. Bring security to Nigeria. Restore sanity to Nigeria. Bring prosperity to Nigeria. You don't do that. All you do every day is to plan mischief. Wicked politicians, evil politicians. You think, which wall will you run to? The grave is your final point. You like it or not, that's where you will end. You can't take that money with you to the grave. God is seeing and God is watching. I want to speak to the obedient and to the young people. Listen, I am 67. Soon I will be 68. We've had a lot of our time. We've enjoyed. If you give up on Nigeria, now you will be the one that will suffer. You're still young. Stand up and take your nation back. Don't say, but we gave up everything. We suffered for over 1 year fighting to bring Peter Obi. Oh, were you just fighting for Peter Obi or for yourself? So you want to give up on your destiny because of what these wicked, evil politicians have done? Don't you know they are thieves? They just play the game that they are good at. They don't know how to do anything right. What else were you expecting? We already told people that I knew this judgment was going to be against the people, not against Obi or Labour Party. It's a judgment against Nigerians. That is what it was. Let's not call it another name. So now it's up to you, young people, whether you take your nation or you leave it to these rogues. Actually, they will be happy if you run away, escape through the desert and maybe die there of dehydration, or go to try to escape to Europe through the sea, and maybe some like many have been dying, or go and become a prostitute somewhere in one of these Arab nations and suffer as a slave. There's nothing like home. But what you need to do is defend your home. Don't escape, don't run away. Tell yourself, no, they are the ones that must go. You're not going to leave it for them. No. Most of them have their children abroad. They're actually not even in Nigeria now, because they think, okay, in case there is trouble, My children are safe. So it's up to you what you do. But again, I want to say thank you, Nigerians, especially well-meaning Nigerians, people that have stood in there to see the birth of a new Nigeria. I still believe it's possible, but it's all going to be decided by what you do now. If you just sit quiet and just say, okay, business, let's go, let's hustle, let's struggle. If we can find a visa to, to America or Europe, don't you know people are suffering? There are people in America now that are sleeping on the street. So there's nothing like home. So stay at home and build Nigeria. Don't give up and let these rogues continue to oppress us. Enough is enough. Please go ahead and share this video with this broadcast with as many people as you can. Okay, I know I've been on with my broadcast for over 1 year now. A lot of the things I'm involved with, I've had to kind of, lay them aside to do a lot of broadcasts because I felt an instruction to do that. I felt a leading, from my spirit to do this. And I did my best, but we will not give up on Nigeria. I will not give up. However, I will not do a lot of broadcasts as I used to, so you should expect that. Don't be expecting to see broadcasts from me every day. I'm not going to do that like I used to. However, I will still have a heart for Nigeria. I still have a heart for Nigeria. I still wish and believe the best for Nigeria. I'm not giving up, and you shouldn't give up. Let's believe God for a turnaround in Nigeria. I believe these people will be flushed out soon. How it happens, I don't know. However, I still believe something is going to happen. It cannot just go down like this. Especially, my heart goes out to the young people. The way they came out, the way they were disenfranchised, even when they were registering to get their PVCs. Some registered and couldn't get it. I mean, the people already knew. They planned this ahead of time. You saw it with the way they handled the voters' card. People couldn't get. They burnt many, threw some into the river and the gutters. So already they were planning ahead of time. It's just that many Nigerians just think because you have a good heart, you think these people also have a good heart. No, they know nothing but evil. That's all they do. They thrive with evil. So you that is good, you also have to be smart and know how to plan. And my advice to our principal, to Peter Obi, is that please, let's know what is the next strategy. But thinking about the court, yes, I know you believe in the court system because it worked for you before, but you're playing against evil people like Tinubu this time around. It's not just the ones in Anambra. And so there has to be a change of strategy now. And we have to stand in support. Let's pray for Peter Obi and Baba Ahmed and everybody, including even Atiku. Remember how many times Atiku has suffered. We kept losing election and going to court, losing election and going to court. So let's also pray for him and many well-meaning Nigerians that were behind these people, and especially Peter Obi. We know the kind of heart he has and what kind of nation we will have when we allow him. But these people don't want him at all. The establishment don't want people. They're not prepared for people like Obi. No, because they know all the evil things, the rottenness that is in their cupboard, that they will come out and it will be excavated. And when truth and sincerity and integrity and uprightness starts to be the order of the day. But that day is coming, I believe. So please share this video with as many people as you can. Once in a while, I'll post. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do it. I really appreciate those of you that have followed me this over 1 year of broadcast. And I want to really thank God for giving me the strength to do what I've been doing. As I said when I was live on Facebook, I said, what many people do not know is that I come from a Muslim background, but I became a Christian, not because I feel, I'm against any Muslim, but that was the conviction I had, and I even became a preacher. And so, and also I'm a motivational speaker, I'm a life coach, and I do anything that will help humanity. And so when I felt a deep, prompting inside me to start doing broadcasts concerning what's going on in Nigeria with the politics, I gave it my best shot. And that's the kind of person I am. Anytime I'm convinced about something, I follow it through to the end. I'm not giving up now because of the way the judgment is going or has gone. I still believe in Nigeria. I still believe there's a possible future for Nigeria. But let's stand together and take our nation back. Let's not wait for these people. The idea of going to Supreme Court, I'm not saying they shouldn't go, but I'm telling you, Tinubu has positioned his people already. It's almost going to be a waste of time, waste of money, but it's up to Obi, it's up to Atiku, what they do. And so, but for me, I think I'll just take a little break. I need to rest. It's since July, I've been doing this broadcast, almost every other day or every day, sometimes more than once a day. And, have to record, have to edit, and then upload. So it's been a lot and a lot. And nobody has paid me a dime. And even my channel is not monetized. So don't think I've been doing this thing to make money. On YouTube, I'm not making money at all. Not even a kobo, not even a cent have I gotten, because my channel was not, and up to now is not monetized. Somebody may say, why don't you go ahead and do it? Well, at the right time, I will. But I wasn't, just to tell myself, I don't do a broadcast because I want to get money from YouTube. No, I was just concerned about what Nigerians are going through. And that's what I devoted my time to. I will still do whatever I can do with the help of God and God's grace. I will still do whatever. And so, but I want to appreciate those of you that have followed me this entire, over 1 year of broadcasting to Nigeria and the rest of, for Nigerians and other people around the world. Thank you. Those of you from diaspora, those of you from Nigeria, wherever you are, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Please, let's strategize and then know the way forward. What should we do? What kind of Nigeria do you want to see? Do you still see Tinubu as president for the next 4 years or possibly 8 years? Is that what you believe will happen? What part are you going to play? Let's show it. Don't let them, Sari Dokubo and a few people that they're going to buy to come and say they are celebrating. Let the whole nation show that we are not happy. Write it on your page, write it on Facebook, do broadcast, whatever medium, whatever channel you use to show that I express your displeasure with what the way the judgment went. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Show it wherever you are. Don't just talk a few days and forget it. So, well, I want to say thank you, everyone out there. May God bless you. May God bless you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. It's really been a great, great, great adventure. It's been a great experience for me. Been a great experience. I know I had to give up, lay aside a lot of things to do what I've done, but it's worth it. We don't just do things for immediate gratification or satisfaction or pay. We do it even for posterity. So I believe, even my children's children will be blessed. And many of you have been praying and speaking blessings on me on the comment box. I see that a lot. Please go ahead and do that. And today's, this live broadcast, go ahead and share it with as many people as you can. Okay, so I will see you when next I have another broadcast. And who knows, I may do something tomorrow. But I really want to say, I love you people. Mwah. This is your friend and brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. Wow. I'm telling you, I know this was a long one, but I really want to say thank you. Okay, I don't want to sign out. I don't feel like signing out, but I have to. I want to say, I love you, and I love you, and I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay.